Alright, solving a percent mixture problem with a linear equation. This kind of leads into some things you might do in science class. It also has to do with some investments. And sometimes you can set up your equations without having a table, but sometimes an equation or a table helps you set up your equation. So what you're thinking about when you're doing these problems is usually you're going to have two things. I'm going to say A and B in this case, since I can see she has fund A and fund B. And sometimes you need to keep track of some totals. So what you're going to have is you're going to have an amount times a percent to equal the part or the pure substance or something like that. So it says Rachel invested her savings into 2 investment funds. The amount she invested in A was 4 times as much she invested in B. So we don't know the amounts for either of them. Since they're putting A in terms of B, I'm going to put the amount in B is B, and the amount in A is 4 times the amount she put in B, right? The amount she invested in fund A was the 4 times what she put in B, so 4 times B. Fund A returned a profit of 6%, so 0.06. Fund B returned a profit of 5%, so 0.05. We know that the total profits together was $3,480. So, if I take 4B times 6%, 4 times 0.06 is going to give me 0.24B. If I take 5% times B, I'm going to get 0.05B. So my equation is going to be that (0.24B) plus 0.05B equals 3,480. So 24% plus 5% here. 24% plus 5% would be 29% B to equal my 3,480. All we need to do to solve that then is to go ahead and divide. 3,480 divided by 0.29 gives me B at $12,000. How much did she put in B? So again, we did find the right answer. Had they asked for A, we would have had to multiply that by 4, but they asked for B, so $12,000 is just going to be my answer to that question. I like have to sneeze. Number 23 then, going to be the same kind of thing. I'm going to go ahead and set up my table. Again, I have plant A and plant B. So I have A and B, and I might need to keep track of some totals. I'm going to have my amount times my percent to equal my part. Maybe should have made my boxes a little better, but bigger, but it says 2 factory plants are making TV panels. Yesterday, plant A produced 5,000 fewer than plant B. So same kind of thing as on the last one. We don't know how many B has. We're just going to call it B. We know A is B minus 5,000, right? 5,000 fewer than B. 4% from A, so 0.04, and 3% from B, 0.03. Were defective. How many did B produce if there were 920 defective panels? So the total number defective was 920. I'm going to make my boxes over here just a little wider because I don't think it's going to fit otherwise. So here again, I'm going to use my distributive property and multiply that out. 0.04B minus 4% of 5,000. 200. This would be just 3% of B. So we know 0.04B minus 200 plus 0.03B is going to equal 920. So combining our like terms, 4% plus 3% would be 7% of B minus 200 equals 920. Solving for B, we'd have to add our 200. So 0.07B is going to equal 1120. And then we have to divide that by 0.07. $16,000. How many panels did B produce? They produced 16,000 panels, and only 3% of them were defective, but 16,000 is the total number of panels that they had, not the number of defective panels. So if it seems kind of big, it should be. 24, same kind of thing. Do we have A and B again? Yep, we have A and B again. My totals, my amount, my percent to equal my part. So Dal invested his savings into 2 investment funds. The $8,000 he invested in Fund A returned a 10% profit. So we know that in Fund A we had $8,000 and that we made a 10% profit from Fund A. The amount he invested in Fund B returned a 3% profit. How much did he invest in B? We don't know. We're going to put a B there. How much did he invest in B if both funds together returned a 7% profit? So both funds together would be 7%. How much did he put in both funds together? Well, he put in $8,000 in A and B in B. So 8,000 plus B is the total amount he invested. So filling in our column, 8,000 times 10% means he got $800 in profit. Here we're going to have to take 3% times however much was in B. And again on the end I didn't quite make my box big enough because we're going to have to use our distributive property. 8,000 times 7%. 560 plus 7% of B, right? Using my distributive property. So the part that he made in A plus the part he made in B should equal the total profit that he got all together. And so now I have my equation. Solving that, I'm going to subtract my 560 and subtract my 0.03B just so I don't have to worry about negatives. I could move them the other way if I wanted to. 800 minus 560 would give me 240. 7% minus 3% would be 4% of B. And so if I take 240 and divide it by my 0.04, B is going to be $6,000. How much did he invest in B? $6,000.